Hi YouTube, this is In God's Timing. I figured I'd make a video to introduce myself and tell you guys a little bit about me, and hoping everybody subscribe to my videos. Um, I'm gonna start off by telling you about me, and then I'll tell you about my husband and tell you what are we doing and where we're going from now. Well, me, I'm 26 years old. I used to turn 26 2 weeks ago. I've been trying to conceive for a year and a half. Um, excuse me. And I was just diagnosed with pox in April of this year. I went in for a regular checkup and to my GYN's office, and I told him I was having, very crazy periods at times or none at all. So I got transvaginal ultrasound, and they found the string of pearls around my ovaries. Despite that, I had gotten some blood work done, and all my blood work was fine. It wasn't showing no signs at all of PCOS at all. So it was kind of weird because I was like, oh, I have the string of pearls, but I don't have like the high testosterone or anything like that. All my hormones were perfectly fine, thank God. Um, so after all this stuff, I started noticing more PCOS signs. Like I would get a little bit of hairs under my chin, and you guys can barely see them because I take them out. But I was getting little hairs down there. I was getting TMIs, a little bit of coarse black hairs on my boobs at times that I had to pluck out. But that wasn't much it. And the only other symptom I have or had, or either or, it's it was hard for me to lose weight. I ended up getting a bariatric surgery 2.5 years ago, which is a lap band to lose some weight. And I had a big complication where my esophagus was perforated, and yeah, I almost died. I was in the hospital for about 2 months and a half or so. I was unconscious, didn't know who I was or my family was. So I was really ill. Um, but after coming out the hospital, I guess I lost a ton of weight by being in the hospital, having a feeding tube, and I lost about 50 something pounds within 2 months. It was insane. The week I got home, I was wondering. I was like, I asked my husband, "Did I get my period while I was in the hospital?" He was like, "Not that I know of," because I'm like, I just got my period, and that was awesome. So I was looking every day. I started getting my periods every month. After that, so I figured weight loss had a lot to do with it. A few months later, now I'm gonna get to my husband's part. My husband was married before, and he got divorced, but before all that, he had a vasectomy done because his ex-wife didn't want to have any more kids. Um, when I met him, he told me, I told him I want kids. So he's like, I can't have kids right now. I have a vasectomy done. I didn't, at that time, I didn't know what a vasectomy was, to be honest with you. I've never heard of it, nothing. So he started telling me, and I was like, well, that's fine, I can wait. I fell in love with him right away. So I'm like, I can wait, and that's fine. Um, so about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, it's going to be 2 years. Yeah, it's going to be 2 years. He got it done in April of 2011. So yeah, it's gonna be 2 years. Anyways, yeah, we were able to put some money away, and we ended up going out of town and getting his vasectomy reversal done by this very well-known urologist where we're from. Um, After that, the urologist, after his vasectomy, the urologist said, sorry, I'm kind of like mumbling. The urologist said that he was able to connect everything back the way it would go. Now he would have to wait 3 months to get a semen analysis to see if he was successful with the surgery. Well, 3 months went by. The He got a semen analysis done, and everything was looking good. It wasn't the greatest numbers, but they were hiking up there. Just given that he just had surgery 3 months ago, and men produce new sperm every 3 months, or create new sperm every 3 months. So his sperm was good. So then after that, we tried for another 3 months to conceive, and nothing happened. So we were like, oh, wait a minute, what's going on now? You have your surgery, we should be good to go. Well, we were wrong. He went for another semen analysis, and I guess his numbers were even higher. So he was okay. There was nothing wrong with him. His urologist said, your sperm count looks beautiful. You can get any woman pregnant. Maybe there's something not, functioning with your wife or something. I was like, wow. How devastating it is to know that there's probably something wrong with you and it's not the person that you're with. Well, like I said in my earlier, I went and I got diagnosed with PCOS. And so I finally found out what was wrong with me. Well, anyways, I did 3 rounds of Clomid at 50 milligrams each. I wasn't being monitored though. My GYN put me on it, but he didn't monitor me. Just because my insurance doesn't cover all that extra stuff, and he was just putting everything, entering all the codes to bill insurance as PCOS. So he tried to help me a lot. Like, he did me a lot of transvaginal ultrasounds that my insurance didn't cover, but he billed them as PCOS or some other code for diagnosing PCOS. So yeah, he helped me out a lot, which is, I was very grateful that he did. But after that, the Clomid didn't work, and I was going kind of crazy. Well, I don't want to say crazy, but you women that have been on Clomid know or have had really bad side effects from it, like being very mad. Sometimes you're fine. Sometimes you're emotional, and I want to just cry. Well, I went through all those stages while I was on it. And sad to say, my poor husband was the one that was like, dealing with all this crap. So it's pretty bad. So last month, I called my GYN and I told them that I wanted to try fertility blend because I do a lot of research. When I'm into something, I go online, I read reviews, and I see what people have to say. I just don't go by the company reviews because I'm a little skeptical about them. Sometimes I feel like it's just people to say whatever they want them to say. So I started going online. I started reading a lot, and there's a lot of good reviews about the fertility blend. Mind you, my cycles weren't all that regular, so I'm like, okay, so what do I have to lose? They say if you have a normal cycle, you shouldn't take it because it could throw you off. My cycle's not normal, so what the heck? So I went out and got a bottle of fertility blend at my local GNC, and it was pretty pricey. The price on it is $39.99, but I have the gold card, so I get it for $31, which is okay. And I can get it right there and then. I don't have to wait for somebody online to send it to me and wait until it gets here to take it. I can just go to the store and get it, and I'm good to go. Well, before I go with the fertility blend, I want to say, well, my husband, he's 36 years old, very healthy man, no known fertility issues at all. He has 2 kids of his own. His daughter is 16 and his son is 14. So just to make sure that he's fine, letting you guys know that he's not an issue at all. Well, this is the fertility blend that I'm taking. It's by, I'm trying to mess around with this camera because it's the first time I use it. It's by Daily Wellness. It brings 90 capsules. It lasts me 30 days, which is okay. And the main ingredient in it, it's chast tree, Vitex Angus cactus. They say it helps with a lot of things. In the back it says that recommend use as a dietary supplement. Take 3 capsules daily, once in the morning with food. Use for at least 3 menstrual cycles before expecting a significant benefit to fertility health. Can be taken as long as needed to become pregnant. You may want to have your partner take fertility blend for men. At least 50% of the fertility issues are due to male factors. In my case, it's not. It's me. You may also want to check with a doctor to determine whether there are any physical causes for low fertility that can be corrected by standard medical procedures. Do not take with Clomid or other fertility drugs. Discontinue use if you believe you're pregnant or may be pregnant. So, yeah, this is my second bottle actually. I have 1 bottle in my room and I'm down to my last dose for tomorrow. So I bought it ahead of time because I figured I don't want to be running to the store or run across town just to get it, So, and in the back it says a scientifically validated herbal nutritional blend that helps enhance fertility health. Vitex Angus cactus helps support good hormone balance and normal ovulation. That's what I need. I need normal ovulation. I think that's my issue. I'm not ovulating normal. because I do get a period. I'm just not ovulating normal. So and it also has vitamins like B6, B12, folic acid, iron, zinc, and other stuff that are good for you. I guess so. This is what I'm taking now. Like I said, I started a month ago, and I've seen some improvement in the way it's working with me. The first time I saw an improvement was just the other day. I went out for a long walk with my husband because we do go to a gym either 4 to 5 days a week, or we go for long walks, very long walks like that. We went out for a walk and whatever. We got home after like 2 hours of walking, and when I got home, I had to use the bathroom, so I go to the bathroom, and TMI, I had a big clump of EWCM for the first time in God knows, because I've never noticed it before. And I wasn't looking for it neither. It was just when I wiped, it was like noticeable. So I was like, oh wow, you know, something's happening. This is working. Let's see what goes on from here. Well, that was just the only thing I had. And then the next day, I checked my cervix. I don't really check my cervix a lot, but I was kind of more like, wait a minute, I have EWCM, so maybe there is something else out there, you know, in there. So the next day I checked, and it was a thick, white, stretchy CM. So I'm like, oh, maybe I am in my fertile days. So the days before that, a few days before that, I was having a lot of ovary and how would I say, my ovary and my uterus were they felt kind of heavy, and I was getting like these little bit of twinges and pains. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'm gonna ovulate soon. This was before I saw the EWCM. So that continued. That little pain continued for like 4 days, literally. So I don't know if I ovulated because I don't temp, first of all, because I just can't wake up at the same time every day. It's hard for me to do that, first of all. And I don't want to be waking up by alarm and I'll be scared. Like, alarm rings and I'm like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, so I don't tap. I was doing the OPK to digital clear blue ones with the smiley faces on them. But what happens is it's very expensive. It's about $37 for 20, which lasts you a whole cycle. And I can't buy that. And my fertility blend, you can see the tag says right there, $39.99. I get it for $31. So I can't afford for each cycle to spend $60-something on ovulation strips and that. So, and those are the only ones that actually work for me. So I'm kind of glad that I am okay with that. So yeah, so I'm not using them, so I don't know when I ovulated or whatever. Usually when I ovulate, I get the next day after ovulation has occurred, I get very, very sore breast, and that's pretty much how I know I ovulated, believe it or not, because I've been ovulating for 2 months in a row by myself. So I think going to the gym 5 times a week and eating better is helping me a lot. I've been doing this for 3 months, so it's helped me out a lot. So yeah, so I'm up in the blue. I think I'm in cycle day. I'm looking at my phone just to make sure. I don't want to. I'm at cycle day 33 today. My last cycle was 35 days. So let's see what happens. By the way, I woke up yesterday, and when I went to shower, my nipples felt kind of sore. So I'm like, is it phantom pain? Are they really sore? They look really, how would I say? They look kind of swollen and very erect. So I was like, oh, just maybe I slept on them or something, whatever. Well, it continued throughout the whole day. Kind of got milder as the day went by. Kind of went away. But I woke up this morning again and they were pretty sore. So I don't know if there's actually something happening or the fertility blend is just doing a whole total different, thing with my body this time. I really don't know. It's my first month on it, so I wouldn't know. Anyways, well, after all this other stuff going on with the fertility blend, I asked Miss Retro 3, which she does have a channel here on YouTube. I have her on Facebook, so I went up yesterday and I asked her if it's because she took fertility blend before, so I wanted to know if when she took it, her husband took it with her. So I asked her, and she answered me right away, which is thank you so much, Miss Retro. She said yes, that she did, and she said that it's good to take it, women, both of us together, because it ups your chances. Well, I had already started my husband on them, just last Saturday, so I'm gonna show you guys. It's the one for men, fertility blend for men. This one brings 60 capsules, and it only lasts him 20 days, and at the price of $39.99. Awesome. So he started using it too. He can't take it on an empty stomach because he gets really ill. Although it doesn't recommend for you to take it on an empty stomach, he gets very ill and nauseated. So right now he hasn't told me he's felt any different or anything, but he's only been on it not even a week. So I'm hoping and praying to God that this works for us. God knows how long I've been waiting to see a BFP. I've been waiting for a long time, and so that's where I'm at right now. We're gonna try the fertility blend for a while and see where it takes us at. I will be updating you guys if anything happens, if anything like changes in my body or anything. But that's pretty much it. And I was gonna say something and I forgot. Anyways, baby dust to everybody. And I hope that all of us here on YouTube get our BFP before the end of December. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Another thing is, before I go, the strategy me and my husband are using is we BD every day, or almost every day. Just because since I'm not doing OPKs, I'm not keeping track on my BBT or any of that. We decided to, just BD every day or every other day whenever it's convenient for us. And just, cover our bases. Because, I don't know, like I said, I don't know when I'm going to ovulate or if I ovulated or whatever. So that's why I'm like, let's just BD every other day and just cover our bases and we should be fine. So that's what we're doing now. That's our strategy that I hope it actually does work. And that's pretty much it. I will, like I said, I will update you guys if anything new happens. I'm sorry if I'm kind of like, not too focused on the video or kind of off. It's my first time I do a video, so it's kind of hard for me. I'm a very shy person too. Until I don't get to really know you, I don't like have anything to say. So I hope you ladies subscribe to my channel, please, and follow me on my try to conceive journey. I will be following a lot of you guys. I am subscribed to a lot of you guys already. So that's pretty much it. Well, I guess I'll see you guys in my next video, and see you later, YouTube.